Hello, sacred souls. It's Susanna from Alemannic Shaman. What I have here for us tonight is clearing and pulling out some of that toxicity that we still hold in our root chakra from abuse and from attacks and like fears of not being safe that were passed down to us through the generations. A lot of that goes back to either war times or times of slavery, times of dictatorships where there were persecutions or anything else that was done to our ancestors or the group of population that they belonged to. But it could also be domestic abuse. It could be any form of not feeling safe, any fear of safety and the trauma that goes along with that. So what I have here for us is the mustard for pulling out all that toxicity. And that's why I also have the candle in a yellow cup here today. And I will light it in a moment. I have the relish for the emotional vomit that comes with the territory of all that trauma that, when people are emotionally unhealthy, there's a lot of what I call emotional vomit, right? When the stuff that comes out of people's mouths is just really, really unhealthy and hurtful. And sometimes it's just like blood and it comes all out, right? So that's what I will pull out. So I will suck that out of the bottles and spit it in here and then flush it down the toilet. The other thing is I have some thistle tea. So I had picked some thistles here. Let me just open that up. See, some thistles. They're just common thistles. And I have some of the stems in here, but I focused mainly on the leaves in this tea here. I put some roots in this jar, but I didn't actually use them. Otherwise, that would make it even stronger, but I somehow felt like a lot of the leaves were needed. And, thank you, spirits. So that has to do also with that prickliness. So when we're emotionally kind of prickly, that's also part of that emotional toxicity and that emotional vomit kind of stuff, right? So that's what we're healing from. And again, thistle is detoxifying. What else I put in here is fennel seeds. Oh, I was gonna put the little jar here so that you can see it. Actually, give me 1 sec. I'm just gonna quickly grab it. Okay, so here, fennel seeds, right? So simply the seeds, if you want, you can crush them up a little bit before making tea. That makes it even stronger and enhances the flavor even more. But if not, you can simply pour your hot water over the seeds. And that has traditionally been used in Europe for any digestive issues. And what we want here is to have that astral digestion in a way, right? So that we energetically and emotionally digest all that abuse that was passed down to us, right? So I will drink this during the ceremony, and if I can't finish it during the ceremony, then I'll finish it after. But I strongly encourage you to also make a detoxifying tea. If you have thistle and fennel, that would be wonderful. If not, dandelions are also very good for detoxifying. Or if you have any other supplements that detoxify your body, I would highly recommend that. And if you want to do this along with me, then if you have mustard and relish, then please do so. You can also watch this video again. You can either pause it and, buy the stuff you need for this, or go and pick it, or watch it a second time when you're prepared for this. So if not, you will still get the astral healing, but it is stronger if you also do it yourself as well, okay? So with that being said, sometimes when you change things too much, it can change the outcome. But as I mentioned, as long as you drink something that is detoxifying your body and also something that can help settle the stomach and help the digestion, right? That's the idea here with the tea, okay? All right, with that being said, let's light the candle and then do the smudging and jump right in. Okay. Let's do 2. Okay, please cleanse, clear, and renew all of our energies and take away anything dark, low vibrational, and unhealed, and transmute it into pure divine essence and return it to the universe for reintegration. And please help us fully and completely reconnect to our own inner divinity, as well as that all around us. And through that, help us be in oneness with all of creation. I was going to say relation, but yes, we're in relation with all of creation. That's what it was. The relation wanted to come in there. And so it is. Thank you. Dankeschön. All my relations. So when we feel connected to everything and everyone around us, we're in oneness. And that's what helps us be in this higher state of being. All right. Dear divine higher power of the universe, our higher selves, and our entire divine spirit team of the light, please, including our ancestors that are in the light and the 4 directions and the 4 elements, please join the ceremony and assist the healings, prayers, and protection with all of your powers. Thank you. Please close the circle of protection around us. Thank you. So I want to give thanks today. Oh yeah, sorry, for anyone who hasn't watched my videos in the past. So let us take a moment to express our gratitude for anything that we're grateful for in this moment of time, or at this point in time. And I am very grateful for having found a lot of cedar that came from someone cutting their hedge or cutting down a cedar tree that they had. It was all like bundled up and they were huge branches. This is just a small piece of it, but they were really big, and I grabbed 2 of the bigger ones. The other day before that, I had already found one as well, so I have lots and lots now that to last me quite a while. So this is also wonderful, wonderful tea, especially in the winter. It has a lot of vitamin C, so it's great tea for the winter, but Native people also like to use this tea for women during their moon time. So that's another wonderful tea to have, and it definitely tastes much better than the tea that my mom used to drink back in Germany, and I just couldn't bring myself to it. Shepherd's purse just does not taste that great. So yeah, that's just as a side note. But the other thing that I'm grateful for is I just found tons of firewood, because as I'm sure many of you know or have noticed that when people cut down trees in their backyards or after a storm, if branches had broken off and they cut them down, a lot of times people put logs that are already cut to size pretty much, sometimes bigger, but sometimes they're just the perfect size for a fire. So when I see that, I usually grab them, and I just filled my trunk with firewood, lots and lots. So there's enough time for a 3-4 hour long fire, if not possibly longer, right? So I'm very grateful for that, and just more of the guidance that I've received, and just some other positive things that have been happening. And even though sometimes when we're on the journey of reprogramming our mind, of rewiring our brain, I mean, into more positive thinking, sometimes we can sort of backtrack a little bit and get caught in that negative loop again. But I can definitely see positive things starting to happen more, right? So that is really wonderful confirmation. So yeah, that's what I'm grateful for today. And with that being said, I hope you had a moment or a chance to think of a few things as well that you're grateful for. And with that being said, let us jump right in. I'm just going to move this back here, but I actually want to keep the cedar around. I feel like it's really good to have it here. So with that being said, let the ceremony be dedicated to healing our root chakra. And with this candle in the yellow dish or bowl, mini bowl, let massive amounts of divine light be sent into our root chakra to do all the healing that we need to heal from that darkness, that trauma that we've been holding on to. And with that being said, let all that toxicity be pulled out of there, which I'm going to do with a mustard here now. God, I really don't like mustard. I'm going to do 4 pulls. So that was the second one. Third one. And the fourth one. Let all that toxicity, or as much of it as can be pulled out at this time, be pulled out of our root chakra, so that we may feel safe, so that we do feel safe. Gotta reword that. And let any and all emotional vomit that came with the territory of that toxicity, let all that emotional vomit come out, as well as it already spilled on the table. So it just really wants to come out. So let that come out so that we can be in healthy, loving relationships, including friendships and work connections and everyone else who's in our lives. But that we no longer turn nasty or mean or anything else that's a toxic interaction, that when we deal with other people, that now we shall be healthy, whole, and healed. And let all of that be processed by our system and flushed out with our healing tea, with the fennel and the thistle, to detoxify and help our system digest these toxic energies. And the fennel also gives it a very pleasant taste. Oh, what my spirit guides also just kind of let me know is I actually made this tea this morning thinking I would do an earlier ceremony today, but then I was busy doing other stuff and it was sitting all day, so it got really strong. So it's actually encouraged or strongly, highly recommended that you have a really strong tea for that, right? So it really needs to just be flushed and basically almost like kicked out of our system, right? Almost there. And it's empty. The glass kind of reflects since I have the light on, but you can see, like, I think there might be a tiny bit, but hold on. Okay, you can see, okay, a few drops came out. That's it. Oh, so I'm just wiping the drops that are on the table. Okay, let us take a deep breath in, breathing in that pure divine love. And exhale all of that fear, stress, anxiety, and tension. Oh, one more time. Inhale love. Exhale fear. All the fear of being attacked, whether that be verbally or physically or in any other way that you may feel unsafe. Let all of that be exhaled. So one more time, breathe in love and exhale fear regarding safety. Oh, and shake your arms and legs. Roll your shoulders, your neck. Oh. And let's do one of those sighing, loud exhales. Oh. And with that, you can shake some more. Oh, okay. All right. With that being said, let us give massive amounts of love, thanks, gratitude, and blessings to our divine team. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And let the ceremony now be finished. Please open the circle of protection around us, but keep us strongly and massively safe, shielded, and protected at all times with a divine seal of protection. And so it is. Thank you. Dankeschön. All my relations, all our relations. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching, for being a part of the ceremony, and for being on your own healing and ascension journey. And if you'd like to support the channel, please remember to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And please leave a comment down below so that there's a little bit of engagement and you're helping boost the channel, as well as let me know how it was for you. I would really love to hear about that. And if you'd like to support the channel further, there is a PayPal link down below. And otherwise, I haven't scheduled any new upcoming ceremonies, group ceremonies yet, but I will announce them when I've scheduled them. So in the meantime, I am sending you tons of love, light, and blessings. Be well until next time, and I wish you great abundance. May truth and integrity always be with you. Bye for now.